5 seconds. Under this plan, they have earmarked rupees 1000 crores which will be shared by the central and the state governments in the proportion of 50-50. In the first phase, 13 rivers will be taken up, which will be called Ganga Cleaning Operation Phase 2. One of the reports suggests that the mercury discharged in the form of effluents by Orient paper mills to the river is responsible for this. But the boards, etc., according to it, take it very lightly. I had raised this matter earlier here. What about the river Brahmani in Odisha? That is a river of sorrow now. Shri Deo, the honorable member who is here, also agrees with me that his area is also affected by this by a large number of industries both in the public sector and the private sector which are located there, from where these effluent are discharged to the river Brahmani, rendering water misfit for human consumption, human use. But these things are not taken so seriously by these boards. How it is happening? I am all for giving teeth to these boards, but are they prepared to bite? They should bite and work effectively. I would request the Honorable Minister to monitor all this. He should not say that it is a state subject and those boards are autonomous. This will not happen when the entire population is passing through days of anxiety, the process of slow poisoning. We have to be at the top to prevent these things. Whosoever he may be, whether it is a big industrialist, pioneering industrialist, leading industrialist, having influence here and there, he should not be spared from the clutches of our anti-pollution legislation. Sources said that the so-called turnaround in the credit offtake by corporate through investment route is not a very healthy development for banks. Most of these investments were towards refinancing the earlier high-cost borrowings and repayment of cash draws through the cheaper commercial paper funding option. But the cost of those funds for the banks which are being retired by corporate remained almost the same. Considering the industry's demand for a comprehensive relief scheme for the taxes paid on the various intermediate products and packing, the government introduced in 1962 a somewhat general scheme for giving relief by way of credit of the duties paid on the inputs (of the nature of raw material, components and packing materials) received in the factory. The Bangladesh Deputy High Commissioner called a press conference which is beyond the jurisdiction of a diplomat. He called that press conference on 3rd December 1991 in Calcutta. At this point of time, in the backdrop of what has happened in Gujarat, you will be creating apprehensions and fear in the mind of the minority community in this country. The masses would come on to the streets to oppose it. Members of Parliament have got the power to determine the destiny of this country, but they cannot push the country to disaster. I would like to say that this House has the bill unanimously supported, which has been brought to provide facilities to ex-MPs and the members. This is the serious situation that an MP elected from the rural or urban areas has to buy water for drinking here. Honorable Speaker, sir, I would like to request you with folded hands in this regard, and all the honorable members of this House also should pass this resolution unanimously, that a study team should be constituted which can make arrangements to check the flood and to provide the flood water for our use and to irrigate our fields.